The caliber of talent we've assembled is unparalleled, and this is really the strongest, most talented team that we've had, and I think that this government has had in a long time and maybe ever. I really think this could be the best team.
This may come as a surprise, but we have yet another example of Trump hiring unqualified people for important positions. Trump has appointed an inexperienced 22-year-old to tackle US extremism. He was working as a neighborhood gardener just 5 years ago and in a grocery store as recently as August 2023. Thomas Fugate, who graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio just 12 months ago, is currently heading up the Center for Prevention Programs and Partnerships at the DHS. The center, also known as CP3, plays a vital role supporting nationwide efforts to combat terrorism and hate-fueled violence. But according to the youngster's LinkedIn page, Fugate has almost no experience in this field, and in 2020 was working as a self-employed landscape business owner. How did he even get on Trump's radar? Since leaving college, Fugate has had a meteoric rise in the political world, having served as an advanced team member on President Donald Trump's 2024 campaign, according to his LinkedIn page. An avowed Republican, he also interned at the Heritage Foundation, the think tank behind Project 2025, and for Texas Representatives Terry Wilson and Steve Allison. Fugate was reportedly hired as a special assistant in an immigration office at the DHS in February, according to ProPublica. He then took over CP3 after its previous director quit. Here's what a senior DHS official said. Thomas Fugate has performed well in his current role as a confidential assistant in our Immigration and Border Security sub-office, a senior DHS official told the Daily Beast. Due to his success, he has been temporarily given additional leadership responsibilities in the Center for Prevention Programs and Partnerships office, CP3. This is a credit to his work ethic and success on the job. This is the latest in Trump's extremely unqualified staff. You can see a couple other examples here. New FEMA director tells staff he didn't know there was a hurricane season. And leaked audio suggests Trump's new Social Security chief had to Google his own job. But Brad, I want to remind you, in case you forgot, the real problem in hiring is DEI.
Build the hedge. Build the hedge. Build the hedge. That's all this guy's. I don't care about his previous job. One of my favorite Congress people was a bartender until 5 minutes ago, blah, blah, blah. But like, the thing is that we already know it comes with problems. We already know he's hiring people that are best suited not to do the job, but to play the person who does the job in the TV series that is the United States government. But the sad part is they don't just have to pretend. They have to actually do the job. And in it, even someone who was in the military before Pete Hegseth, that we put in charge of the Department of Homeland Security, period. Like, the guy has already started up like text chains that end up in the hands of people they shouldn't end up in the hands of. I'm glad stuff gets leaked, but I'm not proud of how the American government has been run by Donald Trump, who, like, he's had experience doing it, right? Like, Trump has been the president before. How often do you get to say that about someone who becomes president? Oh, they've done the job before. He should be the most experienced. But instead, the only lesson he learned is not to put people in positions so they can do the job well. It's to put people in positions so they'll do whatever he wants, regardless of how well the job needs to be done or how well it will be done.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm with you on his previous job experience not being like the dominant narrative or shouldn't define him. Everyone's got to start somewhere, and people work through college, of course. My alarming thing is, or the thing that alarms me, is that he just graduated and is already now tapped with rooting out a nationwide cultural problem. I mean, you have academics, you have experts, you have people who have been thinking about this for decades. Why not one of them? Oh, I mean, maybe because they don't really care about this, because they don't want that problem extinguished. But it's because he is so young and because those jobs are so recent, That is really funny. And I think the one thing you brought up, AOC being a bartender, yes, that's a ridiculous line, because she had been out of college for a while. She has worked different jobs. Sure, that's what made sense for her at the time. She also ran a campaign and her constituents elected her. She wasn't just appointed by Biden to oversee a nationwide program on a specific issue that she didn't have a background in. That's the thing that's like, to me, you can distinguish the two.